Hello my beautiful angels, and welcome to my channel, Angel 711 Tarot. This reading is going to be for the fire sign of Sagittarius for the week of November the 24th through the 30th. Again, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining. And just to reiterate, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone, so please don't get upset if it did not resonate. You can check your moon and Venus signs because they may resonate a little bit more for you. But yeah, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Leave it for the next guy. All right, so let's see what we have for the sign of Sagittarius. All right, in your recent past, you have the Page of Pentacles. Present position, you have the Five of Swords. Future position, you got the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Two of Wands. All right, I'm seeing a lot of air energy here. All right, Sag, in your recent past, you've got the Student card, the Apprentice card. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is Earth energy, usually a Capricorn. This is you, in your past, the past year or so, you've been learning how to plan for the future. You've been taking classes, maybe you just graduated from college, but you're also networking. You're using people for your financial gain. You're networking, you're being very ambitious. This is also new offers coming in for you, possibly for jobs or some type of investments or financial matters. And that's what's been going on in your past. In your present position, you have the Five of Swords. This is air energy. This is conflicts. This is aggression. This is an antagonist. If this is not you being the antagonizer, then there's someone around you who is being the aggressor, the antagonizer. They could be even possibly trying to humiliate you. This is drawing a line in the sand, but I feel like you need to walk away from this unproductive, negative energy. But I feel like, because this is, I feel like someone is being very, possibly an air sign. I'm seeing that there's this air energy, possibly a friend of yours or someone that you've known. They're just taking little jabs at you for some reason. I don't know why, but you need to walk away from that. You need to get away from that negativity. In your immediate future, you've got the Four Swords. So you're going from the Five, which is conflict, to the Four, which is more stability, a better foundation. But the Four Swords is also an air energy. But this is, you moving out of that conflict toward more stability. This is about regrouping, becoming more structured. This is you carefully considering something. And this is also to remind you to do things for yourself. I mean, you can take advice or listen to other people. You can listen to their opinions and stuff. But at the end of the day, you've got to take the initiative and do it yourself. I feel like with this Two of Wands being here, and this Five of Pentacles, which is like a really slow moving energy, I feel like Sagittarius, that you're kind of at this crossroads, like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you have put so much time and energy and effort. Like I said, you probably just graduated, or you've taken all these classes so you can further your career, but these offers are not coming in fast enough for you. You're getting frustrated. You're getting, you're trying to almost, have other people like line you up with a job because you're just tired of trying, or you have other people telling you, do this, do this, do this, do this. And you're just almost overwhelmed. You become frustrated, you become agitated, like, okay, when something's got to give here. And I feel like you probably are just, you're in your mind because you almost in the Five of Cups, this is almost you just throwing in the towel and giving up, you know, this negative energy. Or someone, maybe someone else is telling you, they're antagonizing you and, you know, humiliating you and say, really, you know, you've been out of school how long? You haven't gotten a job yet. Just, you know, just that real, that real negative energy that I don't like. Okay. But in your immediate future, you are going from the 4, which is conflict. I mean, from the 5, which is conflict, to the 4. So you're finding yourself, you know, you're like I said, you're listening to other people's opinions, but at the end of the day, you got to do it yourself. You got to take that initiative. You got to find that Sagittarius fire and get out there and make it happen. With the 2 of Wands being in your overall energy, this is you being at a crossroads. You know, this is you trying to balance everything out. And this is what I get with this, because with this card and with these cards right here, I just feel like you need to get your determination back in check, which is what I just said with this. You need to dig deep and find that fire that I know you got in you, and you know, this is okay. Because you've got these decisions to make. You've probably had, maybe you've got a couple of offers coming in about business, you know, work, that sort of thing. And so you're trying to make a decision on that. But this is, I'm mostly getting that you're just at a crossroads and you feel like there's no balance. Like you've done all this stuff and now you're just kind of stuck here in this position. Because, okay, if you can let's zoom in here. This is just before the dawn. This is just before the daybreak. If you can see, and he's got his hand out, and of course the sun is not in his hand, but it's that illusion that the sun is right there in his hand, like he's got the world in the palm of his hand, so to speak. But you know that there's like this brief instance where you're not sitting still, but you're not yet moving. Is that brief instant where you're just there. You know, it's like this, and if you think about it, it's like the visualization, the vision that you get. Okay, you remember, okay, you know how let's just say you're going to kick a ball. We'll just break it down to something simple. You haven't ran to kick it yet, but you're just right there in that instant, that brief instant before you take off running, when you visualize, because we all do it, you visualize yourself kicking that ball and putting it through that goal. That visualization, that brief instant before you actually take the action, it's where you're visualizing it. You're still, you're not moving yet. You're just in that brief moment of that visualization. That's when you get the elation. That's where that control and that rush comes, just before you kick that ball. This is where you are. This is your energy. So you're kind of, like I said, you're kind of like at this crossroads, this little standstill. You're visualizing things, but you're not taking that action. You're visualizing that ball going through that net, but you're just still standing there. You've got to get that vision in your mind and visualize the prize, visualize that goal, and then take the action toward it. That's what I'm seeing with this right here, guys. But overall, you've worked really hard, probably for the last year or so, to become, you know, to master your craft, to get a good job or a good, you know, so you can plan for the future. But then you got these little naysayers here giving you a little bit of conflict, and I feel like you're dealing with an air sign. I mean, Swords are mental, so it could be in your own mind, but I feel like there is someone that's giving you some crap, you know. It could be a parental person, telling you, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's just kind of making you more angry and kind of aggressive. And then you got the Four Swords, which you're moving from this 5 into the 4, which is, finding that stability, that foundation. And this is you trying to, you got to get that initiative. You got to, like I said, dig down, find that fire that's in you, and go for it. Like I said, you can listen to other people's opinions because they may be helping you. Like this, like I said, this is the networking card. So you need to listen to them, but at the same time, you've got to do it. You've got to take that initiative and do it yourself. And then you got the Two of Wands, which is the whole in this moment type of energy. You just got to visualize it. I think that you are visualizing it. You're just still sitting there. You got to get off your tuchus and kick that ball. Go for that goal. And that's what I have for you, Sag. This is, like again, the week of November the 24th through the 30th. So if this reading resonated with you at all, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. Namaste.